Hey everybody. So I'm glad that you all are here with us again on this Lego Fortnite adventure. So I've been reading in the Discords, um, especially on the Fortnite Lego page, that a lot of people are still struggling in expert mode, especially with like clearing caves, um, especially in the desert and the dry valley caves, the desert biome, and even the snow. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to clear these caves. Now, yes, I do have, uh, you know, the best crossbow with triple damage and all that, but you can do this with any crossbow, and it's really easy to get started. What you can do, the best thing that you can do, is as soon as you can get you a uh, garden started, and mainly there's only three to four things that you need. You need chill berries, spicy peppers, slackberries, and wheat. And the reason for that is if you give chill berries to your to your cow, you get chillberry shakes, which give you 10 minutes of, you can withstand the heat for 10 minutes, which is excellent in the caves. And then you feed the cow the spicy peppers, and they give you spicy burgers, which gives you 10 minutes of cold. You can withstand the cold for 10 minutes. And then get you a chicken. Of course, well, it looks like my chicken has either ran off or died, but get you a chicken and feed it, vines, slackberries, snowberries, chillberries, whatever. Get feathers. When you when you collect the feathers, go and make a bunch of arrows. Don't be afraid to take, especially now that you have more space in your inventory. Don't be afraid to carry 3 or 4 bundles of arrows. I have 2 right now, but when I get ready to go in a cave, I take 3 or 4 full 80 bundles, and we'll get to that. And when you can, make your charms. Whether now, I mean, of course, I've been playing for a while, a very long time in expert mode. Like as soon as it came out, I started playing. This is pretty much my original world. All of these chests are pretty much full. Rough ruby. I got all kinds of storm core. I mean, I got. And this is just a, look. I mean, this. Oh, I see. What's over? Yeah, here's more. So there's the epic ones. Epic ones. Epic ones. I mean, I've been playing for a while. Also, which one is it? This, and I've got 2 or 3 other villages, and I got chests with at least half full of ruby. So I've been playing for a minute. There's all my brute scales: 19 frost brute, 16 sand brute, 21 regular brute scales. So I've been playing for a pretty good while. But yeah, and then I'm gonna take you and show you. We'll go to a cave here, and I'll show you how I prepare to get ready to go into a cave. I'm going to go now over, I'll show you on the map. So, let's see here. Right here at E, I have a little campground set up. That's where we're going to go first, and then we'll hop back into the fast travel, and we'll go to L, and then I have my flying ship right here, and then we'll just go fly through the desert, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, if you don't know how to fast travel, you find a bus station, go up to it, click on it, choose your destination of where you want to go, click it, board the bus. So, alright, let's get over to where we're going, and I'll show you how I prepare for pretty much a cave rave to go in a cave. Okay, so we successfully landed. I got my little car here. This is, this is one of those auto farming cars. I built it. I did put big balloons on it. That's actually how I got it over here. Was I flew it over here. I put a chest on the back, just to keep little odd and end stuff, whatever. Alright, so here's my little shack to keep. This is kind of like a in-between destination where I keep stuff that I might need, like extra crossbows, chillberry shakes. I carry my meat around with me to eat, arrows, just more odd and end stuff. I think I have more arrows. Yeah, so I got more arrows up here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just take 3 bundles because I have a good crossbow. If you don't, if you have a lower tier crossbow and don't have, if you're not running damage on it, or when you're very first starting out, don't be afraid to carry 4 full bundles of arrows, and always carry backup tools. Always, if you have a low tier crossbow, carry 2 or 3 crossbows. I promise you, it takes up space, but by the time you get done and you get halfway through the cave, your crossbow is going to run out, and then you're going to be then you're going to be trying to fight, and that's how you end up dying. So just don't be afraid to carry extra stuff with you. Alright, so now we'll go back to this bus station, and then we'll fast travel over to where I parked the flying ship that I made. L. Boom. All right. Okay, so now that we're here at this bus station, there is my flying ship. Now, I made this one kind of to fit my needs, but you can make a little ship to fly around in like relatively cheap, and you can actually make one pretty early in the game. Don't be afraid to go out and get the materials that you need to make a ship or a car. Whatever you need to help you progress, do it. and use your villagers. You know, make sure you're assigning your villagers to do different jobs and stuff, especially early game. They'll give you a lot of resources that you can use early on that you don't have to go out and, you know, try to collect resources for and stuff like that. So now we're going to see if we can, which way we want to go. Yeah, so that's all desert. Let's go. Let's set a marker there. That way we know. Yeah. Alright, so now we'll just go and find us a cave here. I'm trying to find one that I haven't been into, so that's why I'm going to a part of the part of the map that I haven't explored yet. Because I don't want to go into a cave that I've already been into. Alright, right over there's one. I see it. And here's another good tip. I told a friend of mine that I play with, he asked me one time, he was like, we were going in a cave or something. He said, he's like, why do you always put a marker wherever you land your ship or your car? Well, when you go in these caves, you know, sometimes you'll come out. Like I might go in this cave right here, and I might come out by the time I get get done going through the cave. I might come out in a cave that is, you know, 400 or 500 yards over there, or over there. You know, like you don't always come out at the same one, the same entrance that you go in. So if you throw down, you know, keep 2 pieces of granite with you, throw your marker down, and I use the flag and the light blue or dark blue, it doesn't really matter. And then that way, when you look at it on the map, you see a blue flag, and you know that's my spaceship. Blue for the sky, you know. It's kind of like, that's how I keep up with it. Okay, so now, let's go in the cave. I'll show you the easiest way to clear desert caves. Alright, so we are in the cave. Right cord, right off the rib. Alright, so this is actually working. This is actually perfect. You see this doorway right here? This little cave opening, right? Alright, you see that skeleton right there? He has dynamite. Everybody see that before I start here? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run in here. We're going to get his attention, right? And then we're just going to run back over. Now you see how he stopped right there? Now he'll stand, he's going to stand right there and just continuously to throw dynamite at us. Like he's not going to come any closer. Alright, so there you go. Dynamite dude eliminated. Now, here's another one. Watch this. Let's get his attention. Now he don't have dynamite, so they're the ones that chase you. But he made it to the doorway, and that's it. He ain't gonna go no further. So you know, if you're carrying your torch to be able to see there how one come around the corner, dynamite guy, he's gonna stand right there and just constantly throw dynamite. Oh, I didn't make it far enough. But anyway. So I took damage because I didn't make it, right? But, I just run to the other side. I got out of his sight, and he wasn't able to get to me anymore. So all you have to do is, as you're going through these caves, anytime that you get to a doorway, an entranceway, a doorway, whatever, and you can actually, you can, wherever they're at in the cave, if you can get them to chase you, especially if you have low tier weapons, just get them to chase you, and you just run back to that doorway, and then they're not able to come through and do any damage to you. Now watch, see here, we're a little ways away from the door, but I'm going to make him come to us. Which now the dynamite guys, they're kind of wonky. They don't really chase you as much. They just kind of hang back. They always try to run the opposite way, and they just throw dynamite at you. Now see, I'm in the doorway, and all he's doing is going to stand there and throw dynamite. Oh, he actually come over. And then you can start out far away from them, and then run toward them and just shoot at them the whole time you're going toward them. And then as you're going through the cave, looking for materials and gathering materials, if one of the silly boys come after you, just try to remember where that doorway was and get to it. Now you have to, so it's kind of weird. I'll show you an example here. You'll have to let me find one. But sometimes, you'll think that you're in a doorway that they can't come through, and they can. It's kind of weird to figure out which ones they can and which ones they can't come through, I guess, is like kind of what I'm trying to get out. So you really have to kind of think about it, pay attention, and if you go through one and they're able to go through that doorway, just make sure that you get to another doorway. Try to get to another one as quick as you can, and that way you don't get killed or take any damage from them. Because if it's in the room, 9 out of 10 times they're going to be able to go through. So, alright, let's go find another doorway here. Alright, so I was kind of looking around trying to find another doorway to show you all what I was referring to, and you'll never guess what I stumbled upon in this cave. So this is one of those caves that Crafty was talking about, where the blasters actually respawn like simultaneously. The craziest part of it all is just right at a doorway or an entrance. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna go around through here and kill them so I can show you spawn back. So finding this, this is probably, I think, the 4th one that I have found in my world. If it works, I have found it before, and it doesn't. They don't respawn. Yep, they don't. Yeah. So you have to kill the mobs. You have to kill the spiders and the scorpions to get them to respawn. But so I killed this one earlier. He's already back. There's the exit or entrance, whatever you want to call it. Alright. Now. See how the spider keeps coming back. Next, it'll be the blasters. That little bit of bright wood just to remind me. You can, I mean, I can sit right here and get onions. I know, you know, silk, meat, meat. I use it. All right, so there he is. He respawned. I done killed this guy once. He's back. Coming in. Make a circle here. You have to make 2 or 3 circles to get them, you know, where they start. Which it might slow down. And then you just run up here. And then go back. The other ones that I've found, like they're insane and bad. Now sometimes you have to kill a lot of the spiders and stuff first to get it, I guess, to like, I don't know, it triggers a response or something, or you can leave, you know, like I just did, and then go back. So I'm going to go right out the door and with a treasure chest. Yeah, alright. So they are responding. I haven't made enough loot there. And then all the other ones that I found are by the time you make one circle around one time around, the blasters have already respawned. Like he's back. But normally they would already be set back either over there or up top. But not. And I don't know why. But this is a good meat supply cave, so we'll go mark it right now. And then when we'll go back in, exit, put the marker down, treasure map, confirm, eat a pizza, and then we'll go right back in the cave. Let's see if the blasters respawn. Yeah, there we go. So you saw me just kill them, come back, all good. Oh, look at it. maybe, you know, maybe, I don't know. But regardless. Oh, they're back. Okay, it's working. I guess I had to go out and come back. So there you go. I mean, I've done got 18, you know, in just the short amount of time that I've been here. So, now that I've showed you that, I'm going to go and try to find another wall doorway to show you what I'm talking about. So let's go find that. Okay, so I found another. So here's another doorway, right? So you see how this is kind of like one big room, okay? And then this goes to another big room, right? Alright. Now the creatures, now they can, nothing stops them. It's just the skelly boys. So I'm gonna get his attention. Now, see how he couldn't come through and he just starts throwing rocks. Just put your shield up. Now, the spiders, scorpions, and stuff like that. Now, they can go through. So just keep that in mind and, you know, watch out, because don't think just because the skeletons don't come through, the spiders and scorpions and all that, they can and they will come through. But, so within 2 or 3 different little rooms here, I've already got 54 pieces of ruby out of this one cave. Here's you another little trick. Always plan your escape. So I'm going down here to get this bright quartz. And I'm going to show you how you can manipulate the skeletons to get them to come to you, so you don't have to die trying. So here we are. We come in this little area. You see all these skeletons that's in here. Okay, I got his attention. Now I got that one. I got him. Alright. So see how they're all coming toward me? Now, if you tried to, you know, stay and fight all of them head on, more than likely, they're going to kill you. See, now I got just about every skeleton that was in that room is coming toward me. And I've got them all at this little dead end spot right here. All you do is stand and take it. Hold your shield up, and that way if they, when they throw stuff at you, you just take aim at them, and you got them. Now, where's the dynamite dude? And the dynamite guys, when they throw the dynamite, run toward them, because it takes a minute for them to throw another one, and you can run toward them, and 9 out of 10 times you can kill them before they have a chance to throw the other piece of dynamite. Now, there you go. So we just cleared all the skelly boys out of this area by standing in that doorway. And now you can come in here and loot all of this, the ruby, the bright core, the copper if you want it, the obsidian. You can go to all these chests and everything, and you can get all this material and all this loot and never have to worry about taking any damage from a skeleton. Alright, I didn't figure anybody wanted to sit and watch me just farm material. So, we got all the bright core, we got all the ruby. I didn't collect this obsidian because I have a bunch of it, and the copper. But I wanted to show you that, you know, the steps. I mean, I've built steps to everything here. I got all the ruby that was here, and I always make sure to check up high. I got a bunch of ruby over where them other steps are, over next to the mushrooms. So as of right now, I've got 80 pieces of ruby, and I mean, I've only been in like 2 or 3 rooms. It's what I call them in the cave. So you know, in these caves, if you see a lot of mushrooms, I have, from what I have figured, you know, learned and seen and figured out so far, if you see a lot of mushrooms, that means that there's probably quite a bit of ruby. Now, this is a good one. Okay, so you see how there's a doorway here, a doorway here, another one here, and there's one there. So now these skelly boys, they're probably going to be able to come through most of these. Now this is where you kind of have to figure out which ones they can and which ones they cannot come through. So it looks like they can't come through that one because they're not coming any further. So if you were, you know, coming down through there and they were chasing you and you stopped at the first one, they can kill you because they can come through that one. You just kind of have to figure out which ones they can and cannot go through. And once you figure that out, you know, like I said, you kind of lead them into a trap, and it's a death sentence for them because now they're just going to stand there and throw rocks at you, or, you know, throw dynamite at you. And normally all it takes is once you get one of them's attention, the rest of them will, you know, kind of keep running over there, especially if they're close. And then all you have to do is, you know, just kind of stand there and kill them. Now the spiders, like I said before, the spiders, now they can come through the doorways, if that's what you want to call it. And the scorpions, these guys, all of those can come through it. The only thing that cannot is the skeletons. So, you know, just keep that in mind. You know, don't think that if you get spiders and scorpions and stuff like that after you, you know, oh, I'll just run in here, because they're like, they can still come through that doorway and can kill you. Now, let me see, where's this skelly boy at? Depending on where he's at, if he can get to where I'm at, which he can, I'll show you. So you see, we're a pretty good ways from the doorway now, right? So I'm going to shoot, get his attention. This is just to show you. And then you get him to chase you, keep his attention on you, and you run and you make it to this doorway and you're like, oh, and he keeps coming, just keep running back to the next one. When he stops and starts throwing the rocks, you know you've made it to safety. But now, when you are clearing a cave out, you don't want to, like run through one and get to a doorway and then stand here and start fighting these skelly boys, because the ones that are in here, they're going to be able to come in behind you and get you and kill you. So you want to clear them out one by one, each, I call it doorway or room. Clear out each one and then go to the next one. And then, just repeat that process. See, like, here's another skelly boy. I got his attention. Now let's see if he'll come after us here. No. Got his attention good enough. Hey, there we go. Alright, so he's a dynamite guy. There you go. That's it. That is the easiest way that I have found so far to clear out a cave with skeletons in expert mode and not take a whole bunch of you don't take a bunch of damage from them. You don't take a risk of dying and losing your world. You just kind of have to go slow, pay attention, and a lot of people try to go way too fast. You cannot, like expert mode. I've seen a lot of the other creators. They say expert world speed run, and that's cool. They're not, like, they're only there to do the speed run stuff. But if you are actually trying, to play the game, stock up on materials, build your villages up, and just pretty much play the game, you don't want to just speed run through everything. You want to take your time and play the game and be, it's kind of a thought process. You have to be meticulous with every move that you make in the game. You have to think about that move, okay? You have to say, okay. Oh, and here's one more tip that I'll give you on this video before we go to another biome. Actually, I'm going to finish out gathering material before we go. But another good tip is, before you come into a cave, make sure that you always use a set of steps and a wide floor, just a wood wide floor, and build it first, build it, and then go to your star build, when you open your build menu up, go to it, and that way you have your steps and your floor right there. It's available, it's ready. You know, you can put it up on the fly. You don't have to worry about, you know, searching and hunting. It's there and you're ready to go. That is one of the best tips that I can give you. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and farm this bright core right here, and then we'll go and I'll show you the frost biome. The best way to do that do the same thing in the frost biome. Alright, so now that we're out of the cave there, this is I still got a lot of room, so I see I marked the wrong thing, didn't I? I did. So let's zoom out, and now you see that other mark right there. Well, that's another cave that I came out of. So that's why I said you always mark your spots. So we'll mark it there. Yeah. And I bet that cave right there is where you would come out. Maybe not. No, let's go right over here and land. Let's see what we can come up with in these caves. Now, like I said, you always carry 2 pieces of granite with you. Put your marker, boom, flag, blue, confirm. Let's see, which cave do we want to go to? And another thing that I always do is I always try to make sure that there's a geyser, you know, somewhere pretty close to get me back on top of the rock that I parked the, you know, my ship on. And there's one right there. So we'll fly right here. Let's go in this cave and see what we can find. Now, the snow biomes, they're a little bit trickier, just because it's harder to find a doorway per se in those. You can, it's just a lot harder. Now, like here, all you have is the cave entrance, but they see me. I take off, run from them, get them to chase me. Now this is a dead-end doorway. Go that way. Now when you run into this situation, sometimes the best thing to do is just go back out the door. But if you want to try and get through, just keep, alright, so just keep running, and here's a doorway, right? But I haven't cleared the skelly boys from in here, so they're there. But at least this gives me a little bit of breathing room to get my hearts back and all that. Then you can kind of come out here and start fighting back now that you know you have somewhere safe Now see how that scorpion come in here? Like I said, the scorpion and the spiders are able to come through these doorways. See how that spider come in here on me? So you kinda gotta watch them, plus the skeletons, plus the dynamite. So it can get a little hairy at times. You just kind of have to watch what you're doing, watch what's going on. You know, always be prepared, per se, to run if you need to. But now we have everything in this room, you know, cleared out, except for a couple of scorpions and some spiders here and there. But pretty much all the skelly boys have been cleared out, it looks like. And now, you know, you just kind of go back and get your materials that you know, that you ran past, just trying to get away from everybody. And then, so let's go get these materials, and then I'll show you one more time. We'll go to another room and I'll show you how to do it in it. You know, I'm just trying to show you different, how the different rooms and doorways are going to look. That way you know every time that you go into one, you know what you're getting yourself into. So let me go get all this material and we'll be back. Alright, so like I said, I've been playing this game for a real long time, but I'm about to prove to you why it's very important that you always are looking up in these caves. So I was coming out through there, right through here, getting the bright cord, right? Like I said, I've been here before, so I know. See how that doesn't look like, it just looks like the ceiling, and then you see the copper and some obsidian shining up there. Now, watch. Let me show you what's up here. So when you come up here, right, and it still looks the same. Now I have the illuminator charm on, but you just can't really see that far. So let me pull my torch out and let me kind of wander here. Now do you see that little glimmer right up there? See it? It doesn't look, you know, it's not like the copper. It's something else, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take that back off. Then I'm going to come right here, start building steps. Pick this wood right here up. Now, you see what's up there now? A bunch of ruby. And I will show you how much in just a second. And like I said, I've been playing the game pretty much for a long time now, and I know that when I get to this area, this kind of cave, I always look right here, and there it is. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 pieces of ruby right here. 10 or 12. I can't really tell how many that is. But you know, it just looks like copper from down there, and sometimes there'll be some right there. And is there? No, it's copper. Okay. So there ain't none there. It's cool. But there's all kinds of it right here. So, oh yeah, these sides. See, I didn't even see that piece when I first walked up here. So, it'll be probably 12 pieces total. our 103 pieces. And I didn't even clear the last cave. You know, I only went probably, I don't know, a quarter of the way through it, maybe, if that far. And there's probably more over here. Always look up, because most of the time there's going to be stuff that's, you know, that's, you know, way above normal level of eyesight, or whatever you want to call it. There it is. There's the other ruby. Yeah, I knowed it was there. I knowed it was in here somewhere. So, and like I was saying, you know, once you play the game for, you know, a pretty good while, you'll kind of learn the different caves. Yeah, there it is. You know, you'll learn like what the different caves, how they kind of look. What they look like, where the material should be, you know, and stuff like that. Just, I mean, literally by, you know, just playing the game. See here, there's another 2, 4, 6, 8, at least another 8 or 10 pieces of rubies right here. And, you know, like I said, I thought it should have been here. I knew it would be somewhere right through here, because I know this cave and what's in this cave. I can reach it. Let's see. Throw that there. Throw that there. And I have heard people say, oh, if you tear your steps down, it'll regrow. That's not true. Mine never has. I've tore my steps out a bunch, you know, most of the time when everybody was first saying that. And none of my resources they've never regrew the whole time that I've been playing. So, you know, just a little reminder, and that I've never had that. Now, I really just come in here like just to see and show you all. Yeah, there's more ruby in here. But I mainly come in here to show you, like, you can get their attention. And if, you know, like I said, if you have a good enough, well, I'll show you right here. I'll get all this. Blaster, really. So it doesn't matter, as long as they can get to you and follow you. Like, you can make them come to the end of the line 3 times. And just kind of stand here, walk back and forth, shoot them, kill them, and then you are free to go gather your resources. So for anybody that's been struggling in expert mode, and you're having a hard time clearing out caves and getting the resources that you need to continue on, and to get your desert trophies and stuff like that. This is a really good method that I have found that works. It's pretty much semi-simple, and like I said, you can do it with any crossbow that you have. If you don't have the epic crossbow, it's okay. You don't have to have the epic one. The epic one is just the best because it's going to kill them faster and with less shots, less arrows and all that. But I mean, that doesn't really matter. Even when you're first starting out, all you got to do is get them to that doorway, and once you get them to that doorway, you just pretty much put your shield up, stand there, eliminate all the skelly boys, and that way you don't have to try and fight them and be running around and take a risk on falling in the lava because you're trying to dodge and get away from them. There's a lot of things that can happen, and in expert mode, one mistake can cost you your world, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that at all. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, watching this video, and I hope that it helps people in expert mode. I hope it helps you progress in the game and get where you need to be. And do not forget, just another reference here, look at all the bright core and the ruby that I was able to get in just a little bit of the caves that I went in. I didn't even go all the way through them. So just make sure you're always, looking up, look in the dark corners. And once you play for a while and you figure out where stuff kind of should be, because all the caves and everything are the exact same, pretty much, just the layouts are a little bit different in each cave. But once you figure out where stuff should be, 9 out of 10 times that's where it's going to be. So, just make sure that you always look out for that and stuff. So, but thank you all for watching. If you like this kind of content, if it helped you out, make sure you give it a like and a comment. Make sure that you're hitting that sub button. That way you can follow me and see more videos like this. Turn the notification bell on so you know every time I post a video. And thank you all for hanging out. Well, we will catch you on the next one.